Hello everybody, my name's Bryan Erwin. I'm the principal of Stimpson Community School, and it's a warm welcome from me to each of you watching or listening or whatever method you choose on this virtual Prospective Parents Day. It is weird and wonderful times, and I hope we can do service to what we would normally have, which would be a welcomed, friendly and informative evening. I'm also conscious that long videos are not welcome, so this particular video from me will have key information, and it's supported by a series of other videos that you can watch, and I hope you do watch, because they equally have lots of information that I may not include in this particular opening welcome from me. What are our key messages? Phil, first and foremost, we pride ourselves on our pastoral care and academic success. The two go hand in hand. Our academic success has risen significantly over the last 5 years, but equally, I think we can actually say that our pastoral care is second to none. We truly do mean that every child that comes through the school is cared for. We equally know that our school isn't perfect, and we're not going to pretend it is, and nor is this video going to actually try and give you that impression, because we know that we've got to continue to improve, and where we get things wrong, we hold our hands up and we put it right. And we'll come on to that later. We hope that you understand that we are a aged 11 to 18 school. That means that students join us in year 7, and we hope the vast majority will leave us in year 13, the end of post-16 education. We're a family-orientated school. I pride myself on manners, politeness, respect, and where that isn't the case, to educate young people to understand the words respect is key in terms of their education, respecting others' education, respecting cultures, values, and our unique identity as a school of 1200. But relationships is absolutely key. And I call this the partnership. The partnership is between you as the student, if you're watching this, you as parents and carers, and us as the school. If any one of us doesn't deliver in the way that we should and goes against the grain, that triangle in the middle becomes some sort of squashy sort of non-entity that starts to erode and will damage your child's education. We've got to actually work together and trust each other. And that word relationship also holds the word trust. Let's just look at some of the other aspects of school life. You might ask, what is the school day looking like? And this was recorded at the time of reopening in September 2020. And we've actually made a few adjustments to our timetable, but not many. And I'll go through where we've made those adjustments. Our school day looks like this. There are 5 lessons, approximately 55 minutes in length, 2 lessons, and then we go to a pastoral or a social time. We have a split break 1, so half the school will be on social time, where they can get food provision, and half the school will be doing reading, where we believe this is a key driver for school improvement and student improvement. If we can raise the reading age of students, then they can access the curriculum, and therefore they can be more successful. We then have 2 further lessons, lesson 3 and 4. We'll come on to what they may be in a few minutes. And then a further break where students can now get food, and also they have 25 minutes of pastoral care with their tutor. The reading and the pastoral care is with their tutor. We end the day with the final lesson, just about 1 hour in length, and we do have expectations for year 11 to actually stay behind and actually engage with catch-up and other particular activities, but also it's an opportunity for other year groups to engage in clubs and activities and enrichment activities that is the enrichment of what we provide inside the school. And those clubs could range from Lego club to football, to dance, to arts, computing, science, STEM, love of geography club, and much, much more. So what is our curriculum at what we call years 7 and 8? So all students have English, maths and science and humanities. Humanities includes geography and history. They also have 2 hours or just under 2 hours of PE and dance, personal, social, health, education, which includes religious education, art, design, technology, which includes food, performing arts, which includes music and dramas you can read, languages, that could be French 1 year or Italian, and computing. 25 hours approximately over one particular week, 25 lessons. As they move on out of years 7 and 8 into years 9, we begin a pathways process. And that means that students still continue to study English, maths and science, but they are also then guided through careful process to choose 4 options, as we're calling it here, but these are pathways that are tailored to their aspirations and to what they particularly enjoy learning. So that could be media studies, it could well be GCSE psychology, it could well be computing, or it could well be triple science. And they will have 4 particular pathways to carefully consider in terms of their aspirations. When the students are doing this, we have already begun, since the beginning of year 7, an extensive careers provision. Careers is absolutely fundamental to our students raising their aspirations, unlocking doors and understanding why they have to study the subjects that were put forward to them and where it may lead. This gives a great emphasis on drive and ambition and understanding that they need to do things so that they can move forward and be successful. I'm just going to now talk about the high quality facilities inside Ken Stimpson Community School. I'm very proud of the facilities that we have. We continue to always expand, develop and improve our facilities, but it's a shame I can't share those with you face to face today or whenever you're watching this or listening, but I'll just go through a few things. As at all schools, we have up-to-date computer facilities, some 11 computer rooms across the school. An extensive sporting facility, as many of you will know if you're local residents, that this is a facility that's very, very well used by the community and by the school. Music and drama also have dedicated music technology rooms where students can practice their instruments. And we want to make sure our facilities around the school are lively. Just because we're a secondary school does not mean that we can't make our corridors, learning environments and vibrant. And you can see here that alongside the dance studio, our corridors in many of the main subject areas are brought to life with wall wraps that are learning materials. You can see here the history one and also the maths one that takes the whole of block 3. And there are other areas of the school where students can feel that they're clean, safe, but also very, very active and dynamic sort of learning places. So let's move on to the pastoral structure and care. Students are tutored, as I shared earlier, in year basis. So they will only be in, if they're a year 7, in a group with year 7 students. Support is provided by tutors who will make contact and be the daily contact with students, but also student support officers and heads of year. As I mentioned earlier, we have 2 tutoring sessions per day, one for improving reading skills and the other for dedicated for pastoral care. That could be talking about all sorts of issues and looking at where students need to be aware of e-safety, of particularly protecting themselves, respecting the community. All of that will be taught through those and listened to and delivered by the tutors. In addition, I want to say that we've been very, very proud of the way that we've invested on our wellbeing team, a team of nearly 4 members of staff full-time, learning mentors, and a safeguarding team that's around the child and enabled to pick up any of those issues that do actually appear outside of school or within school. So quite a comprehensive network of support and care. Standards and expectations is key to what we need to do. We raised our expectations in terms of uniform a year ago, and it continues to be such a popular decision, and students vote by the parents with the new uniform and have really embraced this. And we believe that dress smart, think smart is also the two things that need to go hand in hand. Disruption-free learning is key to our success. We really do mean that the fact that we've talked about a lot of pastoral care, but equally that students should be able to fulfill their potential and without any disruption. And there is very, very systematic processes to ensure that happens. I've talked about the careers programme, and it happens right from year 7 with engagement of businesses, of organisations, of face-to-face meetings, of software to look at what areas of interest that students might be interested in, to work experience. The uniform is absolutely exemplary. Respect and politeness and a smile are absolutely key for what we need to do, and that goes into the standards and expectation. So saying good morning, how are you, and a smile goes a long way. We also monitor and track attitude to learning. This is important alongside the academic progress of your child, and you will receive a report, usually once a term, that will actually give you an idea of how your child is applying themselves and how academically they are in terms of being on track or above track to meeting their end goals, which are usually the end of year targets, or in the case of year 11s, at the end of that particular phase, or post 16, AS or A levels. So let's talk a few minutes now about the application process. We will only be admitting 210 students into year 7. 31st of October is the closing date for completed online applications. Please read through the Peterborough City Council's admissions guide and our school's admissions criteria. To help you, there is a link below, and on that link and on that page is the application button, so you fill that in, and please make sure you fill it in accurately and on time. I wish to thank you for watching this introduction video. It is one of many. I hope you enjoy the other particular snippets, as we're going to call those, and I hope you've appreciated that we've tried to keep this information short and to the point. But if the other video snippets will expand upon what I've actually just been talking about in much more detail and in a visual way, and probably more interesting if I'm very, very frank about it. So we look forward to you joining our school, and thank you for the time that you've taken to listen and watch this particular video and the others. And I'm going to leave you with our motto: we aspire for excellence with integrity to gain success. And if you're wondering why the ties are a particular colour, they represent the houses which we still use for inter-school competitions, but it also is our motto, which I believe stands true every day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry that we can't actually have a face-to-face meeting, because that would be far better, but in these strange times, this is the virtual prospective evening that we can provide you as of other schools in this particular phase that we're reopening. Goodbye.